So let's talk about the Motorola One 5G Ace here in 2022. It's still a great device. Bottom line, it is probably one of the most popular phones budget-wise in 2021. It has 5G, it has Motorola. This phone definitely was a great buy in 2021. So let's go over it and why I think it's still good buy in 2022. So you got a budget phone. This is available from Metro and AT&T prepaid and also Verizon. They all come in different price points, but obviously the best one to get is on Metro. We can get it as low as $30. You can find these phones used probably in the $100 to $150 range. Get it on Metro, port in your number. You can get it unlocked in 6 months. On AT&T prepaid, you can get it for $130, I believe, and you don't have to port in your number. You can get it at that price, just get service with it. So yeah, this phone is pretty good on price, but it really has a lot going for it besides the price. So it has 5G. These phones are setting the standard. 5G prices are way down. These are just as good as flagships for the most part. It gives you 99% of what you need them to do. And this phone is definitely a great 5G phone. It was released in January 2021, so it's just about a year old. It has a big old screen, 6.7 inches, 60 hertz refresh rate, 85% screen to body ratio, resolution of 1080p, so around 400 ppi density. It is a little bit hefty, but at 7.5 ounces, but it's still really great. It has a water repellent coating, nano SIM card slot. This doesn't have an eSIM like the Pixels or the iPhones, but that's okay. Now the OS, it's running Android 10, a little bit older version of Android, but it is stock with Motorola actions on it. So you got the flashlight, to chop. You got the twist for the selfie cam. All those gestures are really good additions, and it's not bogged down by any type of crapware or crazy OS additions. It's straight Android stock feel, just like a Pixel. And I think that's one of the big draws to Motorola phones. They don't give you a lot of fluff, so it's not going to get in the way of the operating system. It's not going to slow down the phone if it has all this extra stuff on it. So this phone, now look, be careful on which model you get, because it differs. You can find these in 64 or 128 gig variants. So definitely you want to check which model you got. And then also that comes to RAM. You're also going to find it in either 4 or 6 gigs of RAM variants. But I'm going to assume that you're going to get the Metro version. That will get you the 6 gigs and the 128 gigs of storage, which is great. 128 gigs, you don't need to get a micro SD card slot, which this phone has. A lot of phones don't have that anymore. And 6 gigs of RAM will get you pretty much all your power needs for the average person out there running all your apps in the background with no problem. The camera system. Now this phone isn't going to have the best camera system out there. Motorola has never been known to have great cameras, but you have 3 cameras in the back: 48 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro. It's going to be great in the daytime, but at night it's going to suffer. I just do like that it has an ultra wide camera, and this phone does shoot in 4K, which is nice. 16 megapixel camera in the front with 1080p for the selfies. You do get a headphone jack, so that's a big plus for some people. Bluetooth 5.1, which is great, just like the flagships. Connect your smartwatch, your headphones, and your speakers. It has NFC as well for payments, and it has USB Type-C for charging. Fingerprint reader is in the back, is a great spot. I do not really like in-display fingerprint readers. I like a physical one, either on the back or on the side. This one's on the back, and it's going to give you, that basically enables pretty much any Android phone with these fingerprint readers to have a big old screen on the front, and it has that great tactile feel, a physical feel instead of the in-display. It's very reliable. Big old battery, 5,000 milliamps, gets you through the whole day pretty much of battery life, so that's no issue right there. And it has fast charging, but only at 15 watts. Not the fastest charging, but it's there. You don't have any type of reverse wireless charging or wireless charging, but that's okay. That's pretty much just extra fluff you really don't need, especially at this price point and for the people that are going to be using this phone. So I always got to say this, but you know, you're obviously not going to get $1,000 device here, but for a $30 price tag, when you port in your number for like Metro, this is definitely a good buy. It has a stock feel, close to a Pixel. It has your extra Motorola actions. It has a big old screen. 6.7 inches is a huge screen, which is great for viewing content. This is mostly what you're gonna be doing on this device. As an Android device, you're not really gonna be doing a lot of content creation, and I'm talking about editing videos and stuff like that. A lot of heavy editing. It's not gonna be a great device for that. I rather suggest you get an iPhone for that. But for content and you know, viewing stuff and looking at videos and you know, media and all that stuff, this is going to be a great big old canvas and a viewfinder for your camera as well, and you want to show it off to your friends. It has a big old screen to deal with. Now, it's not flagship level, but you're not spending $1,000. This phone will definitely be good for 30 bucks. I definitely recommend this phone. It is one of the heavy hitters in the prepaid game. It gets you 5G, so you got to take advantage of 5G speeds. This is comparable to the Nord N10 5G, the Galaxy A52 and the A32, but it has that Motorola feel that a lot of people appreciate in those Motorola actions. This is going to be a great device for 30 bucks, and it'll still be a great buy in 2022. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.